A Kangaroo Fern production.
Welcome
to Gorilla Podcast.
What is your best advice for handling criticism?
Oh, that's a good one, because there's a difference between constructive criticism and just being mean. And so I think it's, well, for instance, for photography, with photos of yourself, it's really, really different to say if someone's criticizing your writing. So if there's like a photo of yourself and people comment on like your weight or like your hair color or the way you look, that is just being plain rude and mean online. That's just like cyberbullying. So you really have to, like, dealing with that is different to dealing like how you deal with like constructive criticism. So I would probably block anyone that's mean to me online, to be honest, because I just don't need that negativity on my feed, on my page, everything. So I would probably just block them straight away. Whereas if someone's actually offering constructive criticism, where if it's on my website, I'd be like, oh yeah, cool, thanks for the insight. Yeah, I'll take note of this. So yeah, there's two different ways for two different completely forms of online comments.
So since you're blogging for almost 4 years now, 2015,
yeah,
have you met anyone interesting or famous in your blogging journey?
Yes, I actually have. So I recently actually went to an event in Sydney, and it was for like this food box launch. It was like a box of meals that you can order. And Matt Preston was there, and he was hosting the event, and I was just like, oh my goodness, Matt Preston's here, so cool. And I went up to him after the event to introduce myself, and I said, oh, hi, I'm Carina. And he looked at me weird, and he's just like, oh, you're that girl that runs that blog. And I'm like, yes, I run the website Everything Adelaide. And he goes, oh, that's right. You posted something about MasterChef like a year ago or something about tasting Australia when we came to Adelaide a couple years ago. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, yes, I did. And yeah, so that's probably the most recent like starstruck, I guess, that I've been, which was quite a weird experience. I didn't expect him to totally know about my website. So yeah, that's probably the most recent one, to be honest.
How do you balance your life? Your work, so say you're working as well, and then doing the side hustle. So say, how do you balance your work and family demands?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I like to think of it as just like a circle with like individual slits in it. Like, you have to cater a certain amount of your life to work, a certain amount of your time to your friends, yourself, your family, and other commitments. So for me, I work, I run the website, I go to the gym. I still have to, live my own life and go, do mundane things like food shopping. So I don't know, if something is becoming too overwhelming, I just take a step back and then think about, I'm doing too much of one thing, or I'm going out too much, or I'm, going to too many events that's making me feel run down and tired. So I just have to manage how I'm feeling, I think. And, it's just about portioning out everything that you do in your life. Some people have kids, which is a whole different story and adds so much more time to your daily schedule. So it's just about preparation and organization, I guess, to be honest.
So in your blogging, what is your greatest satisfaction for being a blogger, aside from?
Yeah, definitely going out to events. Events is like my favorite thing of blogging. It's just, you get out, you meet new people, you eat new food, you drink, different wines or, forms of alcohol or whatever. And it's just a great way to meet new people. I mean, I have met some of my closest friends through blogging and with my website work and just business in general. So it's just a fantastic way to, get out there, introduce yourself, maybe even to people in the business. And it could lead you to potential work down the track as well, which is fantastic. So just all of that is my favorite thing.
Are you looking into getting on the video as well side? Because most of your blog is mostly content, photo. Are you looking at on transforming into like a video blog as well?
I have considered it in the past, but to be honest, I think I'm just not that time efficient, to be honest, and I'm not super tech savvy with videography. I mean, it would be good to try get back into it again, but I just don't think it's for me.
What do you want your legacy to be? How do you want to be remembered on? Because you're doing Everything Adelaide. So what is your future plan aside from being a blogger? So in 5 years' time, what is your plan?
Yeah, right. Well, my biggest thing and my main thing is that I just want to write. I just love writing. And so with that, I mean, the media industry is just so massive, and I eventually, hopefully within the next 5 years, hope to move to the UK. That's my biggest thing. It's like my dream, I guess. So that's definitely in the pipeline, I think, in the next few years. And I just hope to take my website with me and maybe rebrand, who knows. But in forms of answering your question about being remembered, with the website, I just hope that I could be remembered as someone that, makes good content and is friendly to everybody, and maybe inspires people to go and try different places around the city, and also just make people realize that SA is a great place to live and to visit and to raise children and just to be in general. So I hope that through my website and through my contribution online, I hope people understand that and gain a sense of that. So that's my biggest thing.
If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe so you're notified when a new episode is posted in Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, Stitcher, or via RSS. While you're at it, if you found value in this show, rate and review this podcast and share it with your friends. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us, and if you want to know more, check out kangaroofern.com.